Dr. Bill Lewis from Lincoln Highway Vet Clinic in Lancaster. Dr. Bill, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
All right, so first things first, let's talk about these trees. And can they be toxic to cats and dogs?
They can be. Starting from the bottom, of course, water. Every tree, fresh tree needs to have water, but a lot of people will try to put stuff in it to think that they're going to make the tree last longer. We've seen everything from aspirin put into the water, sugars, things of that nature. And what ends up happening is if a cat in particular should happen to drink that water, yeah, it could be very toxic to them. The tree itself, needles, maybe not in of itself to be a toxic issue, but it doesn't mean that it can't cause problems, anything from intestinal upset to even foreign body reactions within the mouth.
Okay, so you just mentioned, they eat the needles of perhaps a real tree, but what about for the people who have like a fake tree as well? What are those things that can happen?
Fake tree, you would almost think more in terms of the potential for like a foreign body type issue, because that is in no way going to be, digestible or broken down. So potentially if something a little bit larger is chewed off of it, we'll have more of a potential even for a blockage in the intestines.
Okay. Well, there are certain symptoms that we really should look out for as a sign that they maybe need medical treatment.
Yeah, it would be anything from your vomit and your diarrheas in particular, to any facial swellings if something might have stuck, pawing at the mouth, that might indicate that there's some issues going on. Definitely if there's any sap of a real tree that's on them, that might be irritating. You might see them scratching, rubbing. Those would be things that we'd look for.
Okay. Distractions, especially with the real trees, and you mentioned the water, literally you're just leading to the water. How can you make it not as appealing?
Try to keep it from being maybe a shiny. Be very careful of what ornaments are put where. Something shiny down lower, that's going to be a little more attractive to them. Tinsels. Especially the ones that are individual. The cats love those. We've seen those that they've ingested and have given, issues. But try to make it not as shiny, not as maybe attractive. Yeah, it might not be maybe as attractive per se to us, but if it's less attractive to them, it saves us in the long run.
You mentioned a couple of things that could be on the tree. So say, the presents underneath it, or an ornament falls and it breaks, you don't get to it soon enough, those kind of things. What else?
Right, exactly, because the tops of the ornaments, we have had animals that have swallowed those. So that can give us, problems. And of course, if a broken ornament, you can get a cut foot. That may need to be addressed.
All right, you mentioned tinsel, but other actual holiday plants that could be hazardous: holly, mistletoe, garland.
Yes, poinsettias as well.
Okay.
Unfortunately, most of our ornamental plants that we think of at this time of the year are toxic or can be toxic to pets, especially mistletoe. That seems to be one of the worst. In a lot of situations, if we have a pet at home, I recommend just doing, fake mistletoe, fake poinsettias, just not take it's not worth it.
So if all else fails and you are going decked out for the holiday season, do you recommend, if you have a lot of pets, fake over real? In all situations? Tree,
all situations, everything. Yeah, definitely. And in the standpoint even of a fake tree, though, the thing that we want to be careful with, especially with kitty cats, lights.
Right.
So I always recommend unplugging the lights when you leave, because you don't want your kitty cat to chew on a light cord and end up, being electrocuted, and it has happened.
All right.
So you have to be careful.
Dr. Bill Lewis, thank you so much for
joining us. You're very welcome.